it says on direct. Yes.
Yes, it is says.
Okay,
So,
so hi,
Lina?
hi, how are you?
Yes, I'm so fine. What happened? Sorry. What's going on with the rain?
We, well, it's calm. I think it's gone now, but it's better.
Yeah, yeah, things got is better after having some problems with the audio and the links that we need to check. But
Yeah,
anyway,
so I think it's working now already.
yes, it is working. So we can
Okay,
gonna do our best.
yes. Okay, so we're talking about teaching methods and, well, my teaching methods, well, like I said, was the visuals, audios, movies, flashcards, because like I mentioned, I have children as students, and it's very difficult, like trying to keep them on their place and quiet because they're kids, and I understand that they're always talking. I have a nephew and a niece, and they're like, "Hi, we're gonna do this," and blah 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 and blah, and always talking. And I try to understand my students in that way, like they want to talk and they want to do fun things. So I apply my classes to games. So if we have to see grammar, I'm trying to adapt that point with that topic to some game. If I have to do flashcards or print it, or I have to make copies, and I also like to put the music while they're working. I put the music, so I think they're um, develop a better listening skill. And I try to focus what you're doing and don't try to focus on the song. Just work and like subconscious listen to sound. So I think it's working. Uh, and well, I've been working with that.
Okay. So actually the activities that you already are doing in class is something that I do the same. I always like working with music, especially with the modern music like reggaeton and pop and the same. They are on the top 10. In actually, my students ask me, teacher, are we going to work with music? Are you going to play music? And I would say, okay, yes, but only if you keep on your desk or working or doing what you have to do. Ah, okay, no matter, teacher. We're going to do it. And at the same like you, I try to use flashcards, some videos, focusing on the main topic for the lesson. If it's I don't know a sport, I try to contextualize what the main topic from the book is saying with what they could get interested. For example, if we're checking sports or extreme sports, first I ask them, "Hey, what do you know about sports? Or which sport do you like?" Ah, I like soccer. No, I like baseball. I like this and this and this. So, like, has a brainstorm. Later, with that opinions, I got introducing one by one all the with flashcards first, and then asking them, "Hey, what about this sport? Where can you play it? Ah, we can play it on the I don't know on the mountains. Ah, yes. Have you ever tried it? Oh, yes. No. Ah, but if they say no, they say, ah, no, not me, but my cousin or another person, a neighborhood, have already done it. Ah, okay, did he or she told them what was the experience? Oh yes, and they do, and they start like getting deep into the main topic, and it is what they like. So after that, I try to link that activity with the next one. In this case, could be some grammar point. So I try to make that connection. They got interested at the time that they get working, and later. So after that, we do one activity has an introductory one. The second one is like a guideline because I am answering according to their answers, and the third one it is just um, individual work. So in that part, they they like how they work, and always they say, "Are you gonna play music?" And I say, "Okay, yes." Or they ask me, "Please, could you play Despacito music?" And I say, "Okay, no Spanish songs, just
Yeah,
ask."
I do that
And
too.
say, I know, teacher, but we like it, so we can sing it. No, I'm gonna play another. Okay, just play it. And they say, no, 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 please, could you play perfect? And I was like, okay, that is better. And they say, okay, teacher, we're gonna work. And so, Miss, oh, try another one. And they like,
Yeah, I think they feel like their team has like they're interacting with my student teacher, and what I do too. And also, well, what I cannot do is work in individual works or
mhm,
assignments because I have to go in with everyone. Like, you're working, what are you doing? Are you with us? And they're always like, no, not yet. 5 minutes, and I what I do better is like we're working together. We answer question. I ask you, you answer me, or number five, answer me that questions, or groups. I
mhm.
make groups, and I separate it in colors like group color orange or color red or blue, and they know where they belong. So they go together with their teams, and we start working. We're gonna do this and that, and also that. And now I'm checking the groups. Not every students or wasting my time actually, and I try to do it like everything, and it's working actually. I think it's better because I try to put students, well, a lazy students in each group. So the other makes like, hey, you have to work because we want to earn the star or a diploma because I give them diplomas at the end of the year. And I want the stars so we can earn a diploma. So you start working and do this or do the easy part, but they make them part of the team. And I think is working a little bit with me. Actually, of course, it doesn't work with all the groups because we have different students and everyone are different. But with the majority, yes.
Mhm. Okay. So something that I like doing is giving them as an award. Maybe for each class, each class of day of classes, but has a week report. Is like a secret student award.
Mm.
This one, if you want, I can share you the file. It
Yeah.
is something that say, okay, today I did a hard work, and my teacher is proud of me because I keep in silence, I behave in a good part, and so different things. So I asked them, and I told, sorry, no, ask them. I told them, hey, um, today we're gonna have a surprise, but only one of you is gonna get it. Yes, teacher. Who? But what is it? Okay, if I tell you the surprise, so it is not gonna be a surprise. So then at the end of the class, I gave it. Okay, the surprise is for this person. Teacher, what is it? Yeah, it's a secret student. Really? Or in another one, say, okay, I will have only some something to you. What is it? Okay, if we could finish everything on time, I'm gonna tell you what. So in this part, as you say, the lazy ones or the ones who take more time trying to understand what they need to do, they work really fast and they say, "Hey, could you help me with this?" Hey, or they get closer to you and say, "Teacher, are we gonna do this? Is it correct what I understand?" So I figure out this part. And I can say, okay, it is, yes, it is correct, or no, it is not correct. You can do it in this way. Okay, I'm gonna fix it. But it is how they could get interested. I really could understand that you have a very short period of time.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, it's supposed to be 50 minutes, but actually it's less because when you go to another classroom or they're in, I don't know, physical education or in computer or whatever. O sea, oh, sorry, I have to wait.
Yeah.
And well, I be there, and sometimes, for example, in the afternoons, I my first class in the afternoon. It's at 1:20, I think, and when I get there, they're eating. They just start eating, so I have to wait till day end, and well, it took me like all my class, and I only have like 20 minutes left, so it's nothing, and
Yeah.
it's hard. And sometimes, for example, I have a group where in that group, no matter what teaching methods I use, it just don't work. They have the most horrible behavior I ever seen in my life. Like horrible. They're like monsters, literally.
Which
All
way is it?
it's fifth grade
Okay.
in that group. Yeah, all the boys like always saying bad words, and I don't care what you do, I'm going to go. And if I do a game, I give them, like you said, like gifts or prizes. Nothing. And if you have a good behavior today, we're gonna see a movie next week. They don't matter. They just don't want to be there, and it's kind of exhausting because I don't know what to do. What kind of method should I use with them? Because I think it's with the teacher, classroom management, that she doesn't make them
Spanish teacher.
be good.
So
The
even
teacher they have in
Spanish
class,
teacher, they are not they do not behave in a good part.
no.
Okay. Have you got a psychologist on the class? On the sorry, on the school?
Have they what?
Have you got a psychologist in the
No.
school?
It's like
No.
it's a public school, so I try to talk with their parents.
Uh-huh.
They make a parents, and like I was in with them, and I try to talk to them like your kids have this kind of behavior in my class, so I was asking for your help. I actually give them reports to all the students there, and no, it's like, well, English is actually not counted at school, so it doesn't matter. And well, what I can do is like, okay, I'm trying to keep them to teach them something. Like, for example, we are doing like a shop or supermarket right now, so I ask them, well, we bring something, are we gonna trying to make us assistant, or I don't know, a shop or something like that. So well, it's not that easy, but I try to do my best with them. But actually, I'm looking information about what can I do in that case, and I don't know. It just said like don't give up, or keep doing it better, or keep trying. You'll see the results, and well, I'm still waiting.
Okay. I have had a group like that. It was difficult because it was not all the group. There were like five students with this behavior, and I talked to their parents. Their parents at the beginning they support me, but later they do not. So something that I did is get closer. So in this case, was get closer to those students, asking them what do they like. So in what were they interested? What were some of their questions, some of their dreams, some of the problems that they had at home. In this case, the students at the beginning they say, "Why you are getting interested on me? If I'm just one more student, so who are you? You're not my mom. You're not my Spanish teacher. So why you are doing this with me?" So at the beginning they react like that, but later they feel self-confident with me as a teacher because they found a person who could listen to them, who could understand them, who could figure out what they could do in a good part. And the other teacher, the Spanish teacher, said, "Hey, but what do you do with this student who was behaving so bad, who was never doing anything, and with you is working?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just talked to him, but I'm trying to talk to him, and he only ignore me." No, but there is a way that you can get close to him. But I don't know. What did you do? So one day he got into my class and observed what I was doing. So and he said, "Ah, okay. You set the activity first, and then you get closer to him and ask, "Hey, do you know what we have to do?" Oh yes, but I don't understand. Hey, let's read it together. Let's gonna do the first part together, or the if there are sentences to be completed. So just gonna do the first one. Okay, I get it, and this is the answer. Let's go with the second one. Is this? Now you tell me the third one. No, but I didn't know. Hey, just get relaxed, breathe, calm down. No, okay. This is the answer. Yes, the fourth one. And then we continue with so on and say, the other teacher said, this is the way that you work. And I was like, yes. At the beginning, it's so hard. I know. But in this part, we are spending a little part of the time, but at the end, it's too much. Some students say, teacher, I finished. Okay, now you can help me with the next one. Or you can help me with these activities. You can help me with these other things. So they feel or they look at you as their mom or as someone that they say, in my house, anyone pay attention to me.
Oh, yeah.
Or when I do something, they just give me the iPad, or they just say, okay, you can go, you can do whatever you want. They say, okay. So am I a person? And they say, okay. So that is something that you could do. Get closer to them. So if you work in teams, I know that at the beginning of the class we want a magical group. They say, okay, we're gonna work on this, and with a wand, we want that all the students get in silence, keeping working on their stuffs. But it is not. So why don't you try this part? So if there is all the group, at least they have to be, I know, few students who say, okay, teacher, I know what we have to do. So start separating like what you do in other classes, and then get closer to them. Hey, what do you like? And even if they answer you in using bad words, you can say, hey, am I doing the same with you? Am I a bad person with you? When did I told you something? In that case, you will make them stop and say, I know, never. You've never tell me anything. Okay, if I did something to you that it was not good, so just tell me. But in this moment, I am not talking to you in a bad way. So in that, it is something that it works with me. So it is.
Actually,
To do it.
sounds a very good idea. They don't look at me like an enemy. Yeah, but well, it is a problem a little bit because the first impression they got of me like, you're going to be my teacher? You're so young. How old are you? You cannot be the teacher. My mom says that you're too young to be my teacher. And like they see me like an equal. And I'm trying to work with it like respect. I'm your teacher. We can be friends, but there is a line and we're gonna not cross it. Yeah, o sea, sorry. We're be friends, but not that close. And well, with some students, well, with one student, it works like, hi friend, how are you? I don't know. And what are we going to do today? But there's like separating groups. Like there is one group, like they always go out, like don't say anything, they just run. And I don't know where to find them. There is in the other group, like they're always like in the moon. I don't know. They don't know anything about anyone. They don't care about anything. And there is the other group of girls, like they're always talking and yeah, teacher, whatever. We don't care. Yeah, yeah. And it's like 50 minutes, 50 minutes. And I'm trying to do, well, what you said, get closer to them, but like they're too much and I have no that kind of time. Well, but I can do it with one. I can at least try and see what result can I get with that student.
Okay. Yes, it is. I know it's already the beginning of the year. It could be the second or the third week that you've been working with those students, but you will be their friend. And
Yeah.
sometimes they say, I know you're like my like my big sister or something else. Yes, but students need to look at you as with respect. So I don't know if the Spanish teacher could help you or the supervisor could help you, and especially with those works where most of the students don't have rules. So if it's possible for the Spanish teacher or for your supervisor to keep in those classes as much time as is necessary, because I don't know how many classes do you teach them a week, 3 a week or 12?
Times a week.
So it is that could be something that matters for them. That they're not looking at you in a diary period. So they say, okay, here's again the teacher. So what am I gonna do again? So at the time that you could say, if you could have the opportunity, I don't know how your schedule is, but
Yeah.
it would be better if the classes they could be together. I mean, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So the
Yeah.
3 days continuously 3 days, because you can, as I told you, you can get closer instead of having classes on Monday and then on Wednesday and Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or I don't know. So when you don't not have the classes together, these kind of things used to happen. But they need to learn and they need to get into their mind English matters. Not because that is not on the grade subject card, they won't do anything. So they have, because at the end I know that you write a report and giving them at the end of the year. So
Yeah.
that is something that in this case matters. And they say, no, so a teacher, oh sorry, English. So I won't be into this class, but they know that they have to be there.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea actually. I'll try it. Actually, I'm trying to get in class tomorrow, so I think I'm gonna try that and see what is the result. There is a question that I
Yeah.
want to ask you, and is what is the teaching method more successful to you?
Good point. No, it is a good point because I work with little kids like 7 years
Oh,
old kid until they get on first grade of high school, like from 7 years to 16 years old. So the groups sometimes I already have with beginners. Some other times I have middle ages, and in other times I got the bigger ones that has I could call them, but that it works with me. It is being visual, being interactive, and being dynamic.
yes.
When I refer to be dynamic, I mean not like
Always
doing
the same.
no. In this case, it's like every class try to teach them or to do a different activity like what they have done before, or repeat an activity like what we have done 2 or 3 weeks before. So repeat it, or ask them what they like. Do they like playing hot potato? Do they like playing memory game? Do they like cutting or coloring? Do they like watching videos?
And for
Or
example, what do you do if you have a cross drawing activity and also there is students like that activity, but you have some others like don't like that. Like teacher, I don't like drawing. I don't like color. I'm more like teach me. I wrote whatever I have to in my notebook, and that's all.
okay, in this case, I made a deal with them.
Okay.
So I used to give them some copies for coloring and relating the vocabulary in an easier way. And say, hi teacher, we're gonna color again. So this is for kindergarten. I say, okay, if it's for kindergarten students, you can work very fast. If you finish first, or if you finish as quickly as you can, we can do something else. Like what? Okay, we could watch a video. You can work with a different activity, a little bit more complicated. And I can tell you something that you could do at home for improving this vocabulary or grammar or reading point. And they, at the beginning, I say, "Are you sure you are telling me that?" And they say, "Yes, please do it." Oh, okay, just finish, try to finish first from the rest of the students. They say, "Really?" "Yes." "And what are you gonna give me?" "Something." Finish. In this case, they do it quickly. They color, they cut, whatever they need to do. They finish and they say, "Okay, teacher, what is next?" "Okay, with the next one, you are gonna do this." In this case, I try, if it's with vocabulary or spelling words, I ask them for their notebook, and into their notebook, I write the name of the spelling words for filling it or for completed or to being applied into a sentence. Something that challenge their own knowledge.
Okay. Yeah, because well, I have some students that act like that, and sometimes like, okay, we're gonna do this, finish, and it's all the words so ugly and like I don't know, like super faster. Like you have to do it better. I know you can do it better. Yeah, but I don't like that, and I like, well, what do I have to do? Actually, well,
Challenge them.
like I comment
Challenge
here,
them.
I have no much time in teaching English, and this year actually tried like I'm gonna do it like everything on my notebook, like how do I want me to do that, this, and if some students came like, "Teacher, finish like a half an hour early," like, okay, you're gonna do this. And if you finish that, okay, you're gonna do this other thing. And I don't like to do this. Okay, you're gonna do this. And I think it's kind of a little bit exhausting because I have a life and I have many things to do. I have to do homework, and it's like I don't want to die trying. You know? Yeah, it's awful. So,
I know.
there
I
has
know.
to be a way like teach them and give them everything they need, and doesn't take my whole day to do it. And also, I have to go into work, so it's like, why do I have to do?
Okay. So I don't know how long time have you been teaching English? Around 3
Like,
years?
no, like 1 year and a half.
Oh my God. So
Yeah.
you're a beginner on this teaching life. No, I already have 11 years.
Oh, it's better.
Yeah, yes, I know. Okay, the point that you are doing, like writing some of suggested activities on your notebook, it is good. Another thing that you can do is like asking those students who finish first to help others. In this case, not the lazy ones, because
Yeah.
the lazy, they are like a chip, we say.
Yeah.
That they are just wasting time for saying, okay, the teacher, it is not going to ask me for the activity, or if the time finish, she will say, okay, we're going to finish the next class, and next class we're not going to do anything. No, ask them to help the students who spend more time on doing something. That is one point. Another point is like, if their activity, if it's in a copy or if it's in a notebook, it is not in a good quality form, say, can you do it better? Actually, they will say yes. Okay, you will say, do it. No, but teacher, I already finished and I won't do it. Hey, just wait. If you show me that you can do it better, I will give you something next class. Not for the same class. So ask them for something for the next one.
Yeah.
Yes, it's gonna be do it first and later we can check. That is something in a second part. In the
Yeah.
is you can organize the class in teams, like what are you doing, but it is called center stage. It's kind of, at the beginning, it's kind of difficult, but it is not. What does it mean, center stage? How many teams do you do in a class normally? 3, 4?
Well, 4, 5.
4. Okay. The main point for center stage is like for each team, you will give them a different activity. What is it? To the first one, you can give them like what it says, word puzzle, using the vocabulary that you will check during the class or during the week. The second one, you can give them a grammar activity related with the vocabulary. So if you're I'm gonna contextualize this part. The first team is gonna work with parts of the house, with a crossword with parts of the house. The next one, which is going to have the grammar part, it will work with present simple or prepositions of place about parts of the house or furniture of the house. So in this case, you give them to the first team an activity, to the second team another one. To the third one, you can give them a reading where vocabulary and grammar are included. It can be a short story with a couple of questions, like 3 to 5 questions, but with ask them to read more or comment before answering. Like not saying, okay, miss, I finished, like in 1 or 2 minutes. No, this is 1, 2, 3. And the other one is going to have free activity. This could be letters and snakes is one. Another one is pair work. Another one can be the domino or Chinese sticks or something. So each team is gonna be working into different things. For doing those activities, you can assign 5 to 7 minutes. No more, because it is not gonna be complicated. After this time, the team are going to be switching, are going to be moving around. This means the team that is going to be working with the spelling moves to the grammar team to the reading team to the game, and the game team to the spelling. So like a cycle.
Yeah.
And then assign the time one more time. 5 to 7 minutes, they finish, and happens the same. So this pass to the other to the other, the other to the other, and this one to this part. So at the end of the day, they are going to be working in all the activities. So at the beginning, they will be playing here. They will be working here in the free time activity. But for getting into this team, they have to be done the other ones. So at the beginning, as I told you, at the beginning it will be kind of difficult, but you can work more tasks in only one session of classes. That is another. I am working with that on the morning in the college and during the afternoon in the other school, and it's something that they like. So if it's not possible for you, like having one of the activities who is related with another, so try to work with them, not all the classes, but once a week.
Yeah.
So it is.
Actually, I have that method because when they're working, like you said, in very variable, and they are not doing the same like all the class. For example, we have to do a page of the book. It's like all the class we have to do the page and then the next page, and it's kind of boring for them to do the same, the 15-minute time later. So that's why I think sometimes they won't like the class. So I like what you work is they're like switching. Like you do this and then I'm going to do the other thing and then the other thing and then I play again. And I think it motivated them to be more focused on what they're doing because they have to finish to go to play.
Exactly. So in the probably the first team or the team which started on the free time activity, they would say, "I know what I'm gonna do." It. Okay, if you wanna come back to the place where you started, so you need to work with the other ones.
Yeah.
You can work with a chronometer. There is ones. There are some ones like this. Sorry,
Yeah.
that they have an alarm, like the ones that.
Actually, on my phone, I have a how do you say this? Well, it's like a chronometer, but it's on like 7 minutes. Start counting down. 7, 6, 5, and like that.
It is
And
out.
when time is over, sing and like it starts ringing.
Okay. Yes, you can use it. Or why don't you try working with the activities previously? I
Yeah,
mean, 2 activities per day. So it
yeah,
could be the vocabulary and the other one the grammar. So in the next one, work with the other two. And at the third class, combine them and say, okay, today we're gonna do it. And on the board, you can write how their movement is going to be. And actually, if they are fourth, fifth, and sixth graders, they're gonna do it faster. It is difficult or kind of difficult for me because I'm working with second grader and beginners. So
yeah,
they say, what I have to do. I don't understand. What did you say? What is the activity? And that is all because they haven't read the activity, their instructions.
yeah.
But
This when I just started, they give me kindergarten and first and second grade.
uh,
And when I went to vacation to United States, I buy so many things like to the first graders but from there. And I give it to them. It's like it's too hard. I don't get it. What is this? And it's like, oh. And the next semester, I said, I don't want kids that little. I don't want kindergarten or first graders because I don't know. I think I need more experience to be patient and teach them something actually.
when I started with being as an English teacher, first grade was assigned to me. So I mean, the first English course for the classes in the afternoon, and during the morning I was working with first grade kindergarten students and with second ones. So the first kindergarten graders, they were like, "Mom," and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm not your mom, I'm your teacher." But anyways, so I said, "How can I teach them the colors or the numbers or to keep them in their in their desk?" And I'm the same. I'm doing something the same like you. So I like doing visual material or looking for material. Sorry, and here at home, my mom is saying, "Hey, what are you doing right now? Once again, you're doing that material?" And I was like, "Yes, I like doing it." And the students like them, even if they are now big boys or big girls, like 10, 12 years old. They like working with this kind of material. So with
Yeah,
the didactic material. But you will find the correct
correct.
the correct way for teaching them English in a funny game. I know it is kind of difficult. It is. Some people say, "Hey, being a teacher is so easy. They just go to the classes."
Oh, it's so awful.
But
I
it
never
is
thought I would be
not.
a teacher, but well, awful is not the word, but it's like I think I need more experience because it's like I'm just started and sometimes I feel like oh, I'm so young and I'm so stressed and I don't know. It is because of that. But I think well I getting experience and I think every year is more easy. It's like when I first started, it's like it was driving me crazy. I actually quit 6 months because I I went to sleep and I dream about the yells of the kids all day on my head. And it's all like, no, 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 I can't do this anymore. This is not for me, and I don't know. And when came back to my job, it was more easy, and actually, it wasn't that much stressing. And this semester, when I just start, it's like, well, it was a good week, it was fun, and I feel more relaxed. So I think, well, through the years, I think I'll be well getting better.
Yeah. So I would recommend something. Working in public schools is harder than working into a private. If you could have the opportunity for working into a private school, just try it.
Yeah.
They will teach you so much things. You will learn so many activities that not only English teachers do, even the Spanish teachers or even their coordinators or someone else. So if you could have the opportunity, just do it or just work in an English school.
I was afraid because, well, I had a friend and that works at Sevec,
Mm-hmm.
and she told me like, "Come on, you can apply to this job, and there's a teacher that quit to that job, so I think you will get it." And but I didn't actually attend because, well, I don't know. Some people tell me like it's so hard. The kids are horrible, like because they're spoiled, and I don't know. And it's like, what really worst? I don't know. So I get afraid, and I decided not to go. But I think like, well, I should try to change, well, the I don't know, the environment I have now.
Yeah. I could recommend it. Yeah, some
Yeah,
people say that because they are at a college because their family paid for uh,
yeah,
some scholarship is someone sound like that. They say, "Hey, you have to ask me, or you have to get direct with me in a nice behavior because my mom paid for that." But in this case, it's because is their environment. But
yeah.
if you look at them closer, they are like the other normal kids. So they feel they they like some things, they do not like some things, and they like easier activities than what their parents can give them, like technological devices, for example. So, but try it. Don't be afraid. At the beginning, they say, yes, but how can I do it? Because the other teachers, they already have experience. Yes, but if we do not try something new, if we opportunity, so it will be difficult for us to having more experience or for doing something else. But you already know how to do a good job, and you will do it better.
Oh, thanks. I hope so. So I will try next semester because now I'm stuck here.
Yes, I know. So
Okay, so I think, well, it's time. What do you think?
yeah, yeah.
Moving on.
For me, it's okay. Yeah.
Okay, so it was a pleasure to do this job with you.
The same that I could say, and if you need something else, don't hesitate to do it. I'm here. Yes, I
Thank you
already
for,
have experience. We have a lot of things to do,
yeah.
and because we gotta sleep, and we say, okay, tomorrow I need to do this and this and this and this and this. And then, oh no, it's an endless list. But if I could help, just don't don't say, okay, I won't call
No,
her.
thank you. Thank you very much. And to you too. If I can help you with anything, like, I don't know.
Okay, I will try it.
Nice to have, do this job.
Okay, the same to you.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. Bye.